the Oakland Coliseum site and the African American Sports Entertainment Group and their plans there. My understanding of AASEG's plans are they're going to have 50% of the site. They have the controlling half, and there are no people on the planet who want Howard Terminal to happen more than those guys. Like, those guys want the A's to get Howard Terminal and get the heck off that property. But
Get
right
off
now,
my
the A's
lawn.
own half.
Get off my lawn that I just bought 50% of.
The A's own half, but the A's half does nothing. It has no control. I mean, at this point, they could just squat on that half and collect revenue off of whatever AASEG builds there. So I think eminently AASEG needs to come up with a plan to buy out the A's half and hopefully have some of their influential sphere used to get the A's Howard Terminal. How do you see that whole thing playing out?
I think you make a good point. I think AASEG is focused on what they want to do at the site, but to your biggest thing you could lay out there, like, for it to happen, the A's need to be off the premises. And I'm just for any group that wants to advocate for the right reasons for Howard Terminal happening. And again, for the right reasons. I don't want to force this through. I don't want to put Oakland in a vulnerable spot. I know they don't want that either. They're very much a grassroots organization. So I would love for them to help facilitate. Now, I know that's not necessarily their job, right? They're focused on redeveloping, and they're putting all their resources into what are we going to do with this, this site right next to 880. But they need to. You're right. They need to see this process move forward too. I will say this: I love the Coliseum site as being very valuable for Oakland in the future. I certainly don't think that a modern day stadium works there again. Look at where teams are going. I mean, I drew up this list here of all the California sports venues in the last 20 years: Golden One Center, Chase Center, Oracle Park, Petco Park in San Diego, Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. They're all downtown venues, and like Levi's Stadium is one that is not, and I don't know if it gets the glowing reviews and has entirely yet the success that all these others have had. But that site, not viable for the future of baseball. I caution anybody who buys into the promise of, well, we'll bring a National Football League team here. No, you're going to get a team in London, in Barcelona, and in Munich before you get one in Oakland again. I'm sorry, but that's just the way the NFL is going to operate. And also, like, the promise of a WNBA team, which I will say, way overdue for our region. I think the WNBA should have been represented like a decade or two ago. I don't know where their best suited home is in the Bay Area, but I think Oakland would be a great one. However, if you're saying, hey, take this cavernous 19,000-seat Oracle Arena, or former Oracle Arena, and play there, it's already outdated. It's already, it's been dormant for the most part for years now. I think the WNBA has 25, 30 home games a year. If that's, it's not a regular tenant. I want the WNBA to be here and succeed. That site might be great, but that current building that they have, I don't know if that's the long-term solution. So again, I see a lot of good things. AASEG, I know that they'll do this the right way. I'm a little concerned with some of the sports promises. This site doesn't have to be about sports anymore. It really doesn't. But I agree that maybe they should be proponents of getting the ball rolling too.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful site, housing, commercial.
Yeah.
They're going to keep the arena. So heck, get the WNBA in there. Maybe figure out something with the Oakland roots. But as a site, I think it's transportation. It's a good transportation hub. I think building something there that is not a stadium is ideal. And I think that's what they want to do. But if they invested $10 billion in that site, the A's would just sit there and kick back and collect revenue. So they got to get them off that site, get them out of there. And I'm sure there's a deal that could be struck there, especially if the A's do leave for Las Vegas. If the A's leave for Las Vegas, nobody's pulling any punches with the A's when they say, oh, maybe we need to play one more year here in the Coliseum. It's like, nope, bye-bye. Well, get out of here. Go play in the AAA park. They're not letting you extend that lease for even a day if you're not committed to staying in Oakland. Yeah. So 2024, the end of the 2024 season, that lease is up. And if the A's don't have some concrete promises to stay in Oakland, they're getting booted. I guarantee you that much, because AASEG needs to get something built there.